Shri Gurubhyo Namaga. I am happy to welcome you all for online learning. Class 8, subject chemistry, unit 4, matter. Today we are going to discuss about metals and non-metals. Children, you are all familiar with metals and non-metals, right? There are about 100 elements are present in earth crust. Okay, among the 108 elements, majority of the elements are metals. Okay, so an element can be identified. How we identify the element is metal or non-metal? See the explanation. An element can be identified as metal or non-metal by comparing its properties, with the general properties of metals and non-metals. Okay. In doing so, we find that some elements neither fit in metals or with non-metals. Such elements are said to be metalloids, are also called as semi-metals. Once again I am repeating. In doing so, we find some elements neither fit with the metals or with non-metals. Such elements are said to be metalloids or semi-metals. Okay. Elements can be broadly classified into three types or three categories. One is called metals, second one is called non-metals, and third one is called metalloids. See the outline classification of elements. Elements are classified into three categories. One is called metals, second one is called non-metals, and third one is called metalloids. First we will go and see what is metals. Okay. Iron, copper, gold, silver, etc. So all these are very familiar to us. In our house, so many iron rods is there for using the windows. Iron, copper, water bottle is there, copper. We are all having the gold jewels, gold and silver vessels, silver particles. So iron, copper, gold, silver, etc. that we use in our daily life are metals. So these are all the examples of metals. Iron, copper, gold, silver, etc. we are all using day to day life. So all these are the examples of metal. Can you add some more examples? We can able to add some more examples of metals. See the picture. I gave only one example for metal, that is copper vessels. Clear? You can add some more picture for the examples of metals. Clear, children? Then we move on to physical properties of metals. First one, physical state. How the metal is. Metals are solid. If we see one metal in front of you, if you are seeing an iron rod, means it is solid. Okay. Under normal conditions of temperature and pressure. So most of the metals are solid in nature, but only one exception is there, children. Mercury is a good example for metal. Mercury is a metal. It is in liquid states at room temperature. This is very important one more question. Mercury is the example for metal. So mercury is liquid in state at room temperature. After that, elements such as cesium, rubidium, francium, gallium, all these became liquid at or just above room temperature. So above the room temperature means these 4 elements became liquid. Okay, once again I am repeating, most of the metals are solid in nature, but only one exception is there, children, that is mercury. Mercury is liquid at room temperature. The next example is elements such as cesium, rubidium, francium and then gallium. All these are the examples of metals. They are became liquid when above the room temperature. Clear? Next one, hardness. How the hardness it is, how the metal hardness it is. See, majority of metals are hardness. All metals are hardness in nature, but they have some exception. Sodium and potassium. Sodium, what is the symbol for sodium? Very good, Na. Potassium, K. These two metals are not much hard. Okay, so the exception here is sodium and potassium, which is soft in nature. Soft. Okay, they can easily cut with our knife. So it is not hard. So most of the metals are hard, but only 2, sodium and potassium, are the good examples of metal, but they are not hard. It is very soft. Okay, then osmium is so hard that it can scratch glass. Among the metal, this osmium is very hard. It can able to scratch glass. The next property is luster. Luster is nothing but the shining. Metals are shiny when it reflects the light. Okay, the typical shine of elements, metals, is called metallic luster. All metals have a typical metallic luster. An exception is calcium. Calcium is not luster. It cannot reflect any light. There is no shining at all. Okay. The fourth one is density. Metals generally have high density, but they have the exception is sodium and potassium. These two metals have low density. Fifth one, malleability. Metals can harmed into very thin sheets. You can able to see so many iron sheets, aluminum sheets and all. If you are buying some food items in the hotel, means they have some aluminum cover, aluminum foil. So all these are made up of aluminum. So metals can have the ability to frame the thin sheets. The metals are harmed into very thin sheets. The tendency of metal is called malleability. Aluminum makes use of this property to transform into silvery foils. Aluminum foils is nothing but silvery foils. Clear? And then uses of metals. Important question. Iron is used for making bridges, railway tracks, engine parts, iron sheets and bars. The next one is copper. Copper is used for making electrical wires, copper coins and statue. Third one, silver and gold. They are used to make jewels, ornaments, etc. Fourth one is mercury. Mercury is used in thermometer. Thermometer, we are using clinical thermometer. In that thermometer, the mercury is present. Mercury is used in thermometers and barometers because of its high density and uniform expansion at different temperature. The last example for metal, aluminium. This aluminium is used in electrical wires, EB post wires are all made up of aluminum wires. So aluminum is used in electrical wires, cables and in aerospace industries. Thank you children. We will see you in the next class.